Hello, everyone. I'm Dear Myrtle, your friend in genealogy. Welcome to Myrt's Journal. But you know that this channel is all about journaling to tell one ancestor story at a time. Now, this is part 3 of the Abandoning Perfection Journal project that I've been working on. And I have several things to share with you. In the show notes on YouTube, you will now see the link to Lisa Conway's Lisa's My Eclectic Life channel with the inspiration for this. She's the one that came up with this hashtag. Okay, so we're going to flip through the journal. I still haven't decided on the cover yet, and I'm thinking about adding beads. So I haven't looked at my craft beads or anything for like years. And I think that I need to put beads down here on these little bits of fabric. But that's another day, another recording. Okay. So here I did two things. First of all, I had so much fun. I had to buy some crayons because they don't have any. Yeah, remember getting these at the beginning of the school year, and it was so exciting because you could sharpen your crayon with the little sharpener at the back. Well, I bought myself that set just so I could complete this item, which is 25 use all crayons on a page. Yeah, and underneath it are where I should write two things I don't like about myself and then cover it up. Now, the list of things is getting messy because I'm working from it. You'll want to get this list of 100, exactly 100 different things and follow along. Like I say, this is the third in the series. So I've made a little bit of progress just covering over with old book page scraps and things as a basis because I don't like the shiny surface of the magazine pages that we used. Okay. Yeah, I made a lot of progress in that department. Um, okay, this is just too shiny for my taste. And this is going to be my own journal where I'm going to put some of the things I write about on Facebook or in my blog so that there's tangible, hold it in your hand kind of um, thoughts from Grandma Pat to my grandchildren that will go in the old steamer trunk. I don't know what I put this on when I coffee dyed this paper, but isn't this cool? I think it was possibly the thing, when you buy a new stove and it has a broiler pan with kind of this pattern above it. Yeah. So that all the grease could drip down. I think that's what that might be. And a little bit later, I'm going to do a separate video where I take some of our beautiful pressed flowers. Mr. Mert made a flower press for me a couple of years ago. And I'm going to make a pocket there. Let's see what I did here. This is busy looking, but it's still the background. All right. Cute little lammies. All right, let's get through this flip through. So far, so good. Okay, now this was interesting because the spine is quite large, and this is the break between one signature and the next. But I think it adds real intrigue to this. All right. Let's get through this pretty quickly. Ooh, I just was looking through my stash and I found some transparent music. Might be doing something with that. Who knows? All right. Let's see. There was a place where I added a pocket. We'll find it in a minute. I might highlight or leave this part exposed because I kind of like that yarn. Definitely like this color. I think it goes with the fabric I put on the edges. Lots of room to journal. Now, somewhere along here, we're going to come into, let me tell you about this. Notice how much skinnier this page is. I think it's okay. I kept having trouble lining things up, and I trim it and trim it because it was over, and finally I decided, oh heck, make it obviously smaller, not quite as wide. Yes, this is where I did number 49, add a pocket to a page. And I don't know if you can see it. Let me try to move in just a little. Yeah, there's a little bit of, yeah, cheesecloth added. And I still have to cover up the magazine part here. Maybe I'll be painting it, who knows. This is another one where I'm going to save the picture from the magazine. It says create, and I kind of like that, but I have a long way to go here. Okay, we're getting there. So I added a little flip to this. And here is my weaving page. There was so much going on here in the weaving here that I decided, and this is not woven, this is patched. There's still little parts I can add to. That I decided to add this type of a flip to kind of give my eye somewhere to go if I thought this was too busy. So this is number 28 weave. So I had a page like this. I cut, cut, cut into it, right almost to the fold. And then I had strips that I cut from leftover crafting paper and did its thing. I kind of like it on this side better. Maybe because it has the white. I don't know. That meant that I used only single-sided craft paper. Let's see, I did a glue and remove. I don't know if I remember where that is. I need to tell myself what page I did it on. Here's another flip out. Let me move this over so you can see that. All right. I can't remember where, oh, it was right here. Because I thought that I would, this was a two-parter. I thought that I put this pocket higher, and then it just didn't balance right. So I preferred it here. So I had to cover over where I'd originally glued, because it left a little bit of the backing of this pocket, which is just made from an old sack. And so that pink is covering over. And I forgot that, I mean, I can't even, until I looked at my little crib notes as to what it was I wanted to show you that I had accomplished this week, forgot about it. So it's okay. So I think it's next week. I don't even know if it's on the list, and I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to figure out how to get these beads onto my fabric. I do have one little heart-shaped embellishment here that I've added with one of these cutesy little pins, and we'll see what we come up with next week. I'm having fun doing this because I don't normally make big journals like this. I'm into the super minis, more or less. All right, so I'm going to leave this on my desk so I know what to do next. Oh, I love these colors with it. Even these are intriguing. I don't know. Nothing left to say, but happy family tree climbing and journaling, and particularly abandoning perfection. That's a wrap.